And so we got Roddy in the building.
Oh, man. Thanks for having me, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I was just thinking, man. I was like, I know we were just talking. It's like, dude, in college, who would have freaking thought, man?
Who would have thought?
Right?
I would never have guessed this. I would have never guessed this. I mean, we're too busy. Let me turn off my phone real quick because we're in action. We're too busy like having parties and getting to know ourselves, figuring out who we were.
Right.
I didn't know we are going to be sitting here having a podcast and vlogging at the same time. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I mean, the thing about it is that like, just like you said, it's like growing and you're in business already.
Right.
Like, you've been in business for a long time. Like how long would you say you've been in business?
Dude, if I was an official business where I had to wear a suit and tie and all of that stuff, that's been 7 years and a couple days.
Damn.
Right, 7 years and a couple days. Before that, I was in the Hollywood business, and I was at least for like 5 or 6 years. Mm-hmm. Right, so that was the unofficial. There's no suit and tie, but that's still business, right? And a couple years before that, I started personal training, and I was in that business. So I guess that the one thing that has in common is the people business. So I've been in the people business for
people.
Yeah, it's at least 12 years of people business, at least.
Getting robbed, man.
Yeah, 12 to 13 years.
So all right, so guys, you guys don't understand this, but I want to talk about just college real quick.
Yeah, let's go to college.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Flashback. I need that flashback animation going now. You know.
Right. So my and this is from my perspective. So this was my second year. I think it was my second year, and then we were up all the way at the top of the dorms.
Right. Building 5.
It was building 5.
Building 5.
I think it was 5305.
Yeah, 5305. Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
Right.
So we were all the way up there, and then I remember seeing you move in, and then I just remember you being a freaking storyteller. This dude has stories, man.
Right, came with a big ass suitcase and everything like that. Look, Val was a bully. First of all, he was like, "Wait, you sure this is your dorm?"
I did say that.
Yeah, and I didn't know it was my dorm, and I'm like, "Am I in the wrong place?" I see all of these all these black guys huddled around something. Because they're on a fraternity, they're pledging, right?
Yeah.
And then so they're doing some top secret stuff, and I just walk in on them. They weren't expecting me. It's like, are you sure you're in this dorm? I'm like, I don't know, am I? And he checks my credentials.
No, I did.
Yeah, you looked through the key and everything, and it said 5305. And I felt like I went through the second part of TSA. And so he checked my credentials, and he said, oh yeah, you are here. But you know what? It was cool. He picked up my bag for me, brought me in, set me up, and it was cool. I'm like, this guy's a stand-up guy, man.
Cool. Yeah, man. Wow, man. I didn't even... Damn,
I remember.
Bro,
that's how it happened.
And then before that, though, you were at Rutgers, right?
Yeah, Rutgers, man.
Yeah. How was that?
That was great, dude. It was, I've never been around multiple races at once.
Yeah.
Everywhere I've lived, if I was in California to go to school, it was me and all the Asians, or me and all the Mexicans, and then me and all the whites.
But you kind of always been like that. Yeah. You can get along with anybody.
Right.
You've been like that.
And I don't even like being around the same type of group. So I think I actively tried to look for other people.
Right.
And that wasn't even enough for me when I found other people. I wanted to bring them together because I'm like, this guy's so cool. But these people think they're a nerd. But if they have someone in the middle that can translate for both of them, right?
Exactly.
And then they get to know each other. Like, I built friendships and I built relationships. I even created lives, man. Some of these friendships I had during the lunchroom that I created, they've got each other pregnant, and now they have a kid together. So I'm like, that was me, man.
That's all.
I call it a sugar cookie game. We're sharing sugar cookies at lunch, and then look at that. Now they're getting each other pregnant. I'm like, that's me. I'm taking credit for that life.
Right. All right, cool. All right, well, that's hilarious. Okay, so wait. So let's talk about what you do right now. So what would you say is your expertise now?
I mean, my expertise right now is to develop people.
That's good.
It's to take someone's goals, their vision, their dreams, and be able to help them put it on paper and then execute. So basically, I am somebody's GPS. You go to the store, you buy the GPS, they know the destination, but they don't know how to get there. Yeah. They plug it into me, the GPS. I give them turn-by-turn directions. I mean, now you can get the Morgan Freeman voice on Waze and everything like that.
Well, you can do that?
Yeah, dude. You get different voices. It's
Since
crazy.
When?
Dude, I just found this out.
You can do more than that, right?
More than that, yeah. Female voice, funny Australian voice, everything, man. It's crazy.
Put me on game, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I'm the guy that helps them get to where they need to go, their destination.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone has a different destination. But I know people want to get there, but I say, if you really want to get there, cool. but you have to apply the gas.
Right.
I can't do that for you.
Right.
You got to come with a full tank and you got to apply the gas. So for me, it's developing people and helping them reach their goals, and helping people help others, and in turn, it's going to help me.
And in the business that you're in, like the kind of business that you're in, where you develop people, like how would you describe that?
It's a different world. I started in business to business sales. Mm-hmm. So we'd randomly jump into a business and say, hey, what's up? You don't have us for this stuff. Go get the guy that handles the bills. We're gonna sell them, basically.
Pretty much. And
then we'll either get a sale or we'll get thrown out the business. And then I transitioned to door to door, which is a little bit more rough and it's more laid back. And I dealt with people with
house, like residents.
Yeah, home, like going from one house to another house. So we don't have the gatekeeper, the little secretary in the front. Now we have dogs. Beware, beware of dog signs. Sometimes people have their guns ready to go.
No way, bro.
Oh yeah, you interrupt people during their sexy time and everything like that because you're just there. You're knocking between anytime between 1 and 9 p.m. I learned a lot, man. I learned a lot about people. Hey, we're trying to have our romantic time. Can you come back in an hour, bro? You sure you don't need more than an hour? That's all you need? All right, I'll be back.
Cool.
I'll be back. So you just learn how to disarm people. Literally, if they have a gun, like literally, you learn how to disarm people. You learn how to work around dogs, any obstacles, because inside that house, that's where the sale is.
Exactly.
So I need to be able to get past all these security and everything and get to the sale.
Exactly.
Right. That's the destination. That's the goal. There's no excuses. Because if I can't do it, there's someone else that can. So I'm just gonna do my best to figure out how to do it.
That's so true, though.
Right.
That's so true.
Right.
Okay, so like when you say you develop people, like what do you feel like is the biggest? Because I'm sure that when you develop a lot of people throughout the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you probably see some patterns.
Oh yeah.
Like what would you say is some of the common stuff that you notice?
Right. The major pattern is excuse making. And people don't see excuses as excuses. They see it as reasons. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm supposed to be at work at this time. Well, I didn't get there because there was a huge pileup. And that pileup was unexpected. But now I teach them to expect that pileup every single day. Expect a pileup. Expect your car to explode. Expect that you have to get out of your car and run to the office. Expect that you're going to get pulled over because you're running too fast. You expect everything. Mm-hmm. And when you factor all those things into your time, then you're going to leave early enough to be able to go through all of that and make it in time and have no excuses or no reasons. So one thing is I need people to get rid of their excuses. A great quote I love is, I never met a man that's great at making excuses that was great at anything else. So that's what I want to teach these guys. The reason why you haven't hit your goals is because you're the one that's in your own way of your goals. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the trend that I see, excuses or, pointing the finger, not having accountability.
Right.
I teach them to blame themselves for everything. If it's raining, hey, blame yourself.
It's on you.
It's my fault it's raining. When my guys don't do well, I blame myself. I go back home, I go to the drawing board, I'm like, what is it that I could have done better to have a different result? Because then I empower myself and then I get better results. If I empower someone else, if I empower the weather, if I empower my mom, my dad, my dog, well, guess what? I'm not gonna get to where I need to go.
Yeah.
So that's one of the trends that I see. Everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants an 8-pack. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. But when they see the process that they have to go through, when the work is exposed to them, here's a blueprint. They're like, oh, no. Sorry, I want this, but I want to not have to do these 3 things to get there.
Exactly.
Is there any way around it? You see this in the gym all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got it now. I mean, you got these muscles now. I was with you when you're building up your muscles back in the day.
Hell yeah.
People, hey, what are you on? What do you take? They don't ask you, how many hours do you spend a day?
Yeah.
How long have you been working out? What do you take? And I just mess with them. I said, hey, come in. How do you feel about needles? And they look at me all scared. I'm like, because they weren't expecting an answer, right? I'm like, just joking. I don't take steroids. But look, this is what I do every single day. I've been lifting since I was 17.
Right.
And people don't want to hear that. Ugh. They're like, lifting since 17. Yeah, I'll wait on that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, it's like, I put in the work. I just put in the time. And
Absolutely.
It's been years of doing that work.
Right.
So I was like, you're not gonna get it. Like it takes time.
It takes time.
It takes time.
I
and
met
it
you
takes
guys
work.
when you were 18.
That is crazy, dude.
I mean, the crazy thing is that you guys were like 5 feet taller than me. And I thought like, hey guys, let's go to the bar. And you're like, yo, we're only 18.
We can't even get in.
I was like, we can't even get in. I'm like, what do you mean? God, what's going on? Why do they look like they're 21, but they're 18? I said, okay, what do we got to do?
Right.
Let's throw a house party then. I'm solution oriented. Let's throw a house party. We'll bring the party to the 18-year-olds.
Dude, college was so good, man.
That was amazing.
Good fucking days.
What are some of the trends you see? I mean,
With people?
Yeah, with people. You've dealt with people your whole life.
Yeah, and it's very similar to yours. I mean, if you like, let's just say you call it excuses. I would say it's just people that don't know how to be resourceful.
Right.
So it's like if there's
I like that.
they don't know how to be.
I love it.
You know what I'm talking about too. It's
yeah.
like, okay, well, you know, I don't have for example, I even tell you right now, like I was just in San Diego. I told you that. Right. I didn't get any sleep. Like I did a podcast episode recording on what was it? Wednesday night.
Right.
I was done at like 1 a.m. because I had to process and edit it.
Wow.
So I edited it, right? And I'm like, dang, I have to be at San Diego by 6:30 a.m.
Right.
I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't really get any sleep because I kept working and I had to pack, and then I had to take about an hour just to get to, I was going to do, all right, I'll do Greyhound. So I bought the Greyhound ticket.
Right.
And I said, you know what, I could drive, but I want some sleep.
Right.
So let me hit the Greyhound.
Right.
And then I went to the Greyhound, and then the Greyhound said the bus is delayed. Right. And I'm like, oh, crap. Luckily, I found somebody who was like, man, I'm going to San Diego too. I said, okay, well, let's take a lift.
Right.
So we literally split a lift, and we drove all the way down.
Ooh, what a lift. That's a long lift.
Yeah.
It was a long lift.
I was like, I told the driver, I was like, bro, you ready? You ready to go to San Diego, man? Yeah. So, and then I went there, and I'm like, okay, I got all my energy stuff. I'm just sipping on coffee and tea and everything, bro.
Right.
So I do this all day, and at the end of it, I had to leave once again. Booked another Greyhound to come back here, you know? And the thing about it is, I think about that. I'm like, man, there's so many people that would have been like,
oh, oops, the Greyhound isn't here, so I guess the opportunity's done.
Yeah, I guess I can't do it, or I guess I can't go. And there's so many people in.
We'll get it next time. There's always tomorrow.
Yeah. There's so many people, man. It's like that do that, and it's like, oh, they'll say, I don't know how to do it. I'll go, well, you can freaking learn how to do it.
Right.
What do you mean you don't know how to do it? Okay, you don't know how to learn.
Right.
I don't know where to go to learn to do it.
Right. And I don't want to, sorry to interrupt you. Like, I don't mind if they come to me like, hey, this is what you have to do by this time. And they come to me and say, Rod, I'm down, I'm excited, but I don't know how to do it. Can you help me? Mm-hmm. Right? But when they wait to the deadline is
and don't
passed,
say anything.
And I'm expecting something. So I go to inspect what I expect from them, and they're like, well, you know, I didn't do this because I didn't know. Then it's like, come on, dude. Come on,
bro.
Come on, because if you weren't going to do it, I would have found someone else that would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All the way.
All the way. So now I inspect every step of the way because people are going to not be as resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, did you get it done? Oh, well, I don't know how to do it. So now I'm getting that stuff. I want the early excuses. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Let's figure it out.
That's the thing, man. I think that's initiative.
Right.
That's initiative. And most people actually don't have that kind of initiative.
No, they don't.
But see, that's why you're in that position you're in.
Exactly.
On your own, you'd be like, okay, I don't know how to do this. Right. All right, well, where can I go to learn it?
Right.
That's the same, even starting this video, even with your vlogging, I know for sure, like you went into, okay, let me learn how to at least do this.
Dude, I didn't have that camera when I started. Right. I had my Note 7. Okay, I'm confessing. I was supposed to hand it in. I didn't hand it in because I'm a risk taker.
That's why I'm Note 7.
Yeah, I still have that Note 7.
Oh my God, man.
Shoots in 4K. And I put on a little thing and I started vlogging with that.
That's how you started.
People could be like, well, I don't have all the equipment, so I'm not going to start vlogging. I just will use what I have available.
That's it, man.
I use this thing called SWAN, right? SWAN mentality. And it's called sell what's available now. Right? Well, this is a little bit different. Use what's available now. You could call it whatever you want, but it's still kind of off of that same mentality.
Right. Exactly.
Right? I have no excuse. Let's just use it. And when I get something better, I'll switch to that. I don't know how to edit, but you know what? I find someone that knows how to edit. And until I learn how to do it, then I can even help him while he's editing.
Exactly.
You know, so
exactly.
Just start.
Exactly.
Just go.
Yeah, exactly.
Act now, apologize later.
So crazy you said. Exactly. You know? Man, I love that, dude. Swan. I never heard that, man.
Yeah. It's one of those undercover things. I let it out now. Swan. It means two things, actually. That's another part of swan, right? Meaning when you have employees, when you have people looking up to you, you're working hard, right? But you don't want to put your stress on those guys. They aspire to be in your position. Right. But what if you're like, oh man, this shit sucks. Oh my God. Exactly. Like, I have all these bills to pay. How am I going to pay the office rent? No, on the top, a swan is graceful. Right? Don't ballerinas have something like swan something? Isn't there? Okay. Yeah. Like they emulate the swan.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Graceful. But if you put your head underwater, you're gonna see that swan like pedaling like a crazy. Like he's going, but on top, he's coasting. That's how we are as business people, man. Wow. So on the top, look at me. I'm in my Porsche. I'm in this. I'm in that. But behind the scenes, I'm working like an MAFer. Like I'm going crazy. And that's Swan. 2 versions of Swan.
That's interesting. I'm going to go based off of what you just said, man. I read this book, or I think it was an article about what it said was the law of the least effort. The thing about it is it's not necessarily doing less effort, right? But you want to making it appear like you're like you're not working. Yeah. Right. So make it appear that what you're achieving is it's not taking that much, making it look easy.
Right. The perception you're giving out is make it look easy.
And they say that it's people that, and this even goes in a social setting or in a business setting or in a sports setting. It's like when the person that makes it look easy is often looked to as as the leader, as the alpha, as the you see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's what I feel like that's what characterizes like bosses or business owners.
Great bosses.
Great bosses. Yeah. It's like they make it look easy, but
right. It's not.
And then they give an analogy, right? They give an analogy, and they said in the analogy though, it said most of the time, honestly, you got person A who's working their ass off, but they look like they're working their ass off. Right. You can see it.
Right.
So it's not really attractive. Yeah. Then you got person B who they're working their ass off, but you won't know. But when they're accomplishing it, it makes it look like, dang, like they're not working at all. Right. They said most of the time B is actually working harder.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. B is actually working harder than.
Do you know how hard it is to work your ass off and make it look like you're not working hard? Like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you got to work and then you got to work to make it look easy.
Right. My friend Cedric, I used to lift with him early on in my lifting days. And we'd be lifting some weights and he's like, Roddy, listen, we look like we're in too much pain, man. From now on, we're going to smile whenever we're in pain. We started practicing smiling. Whenever it's really hurting, we just smiled. We started laughing, right?
That's dope.
And people are like, what's going on with these guys? Like, they're having so much fun. The lift is so easy. And then it carried on with me. I'm smiling when I'm in pain. Right. Even when I'm in pain in business, I just learn to put on a smile.
Yeah, man.
Crazy, right? And it looks like there's no effort there. Wow, bro, that looks super easy. But in the back of my head, it's like, no, I felt like my knees were going to shatter. Right? But for you, I'm going to smile. The smile's for you. That smile is for you. For
Damn,
sure.
That is so real, bro. That is so
Absolutely.
real. So, okay, so you live what? You live in
Cincinnati, Ohio right now. So
I keep mixing up CT.
Yeah, I know.
But CT is in Cincinnati. It's Connecticut.
That's Connecticut. I thought you just put a funny abbreviation for Cincinnati, also known as the Natty or the Nasty. I don't know what people like to call it.
People call it the Nasty?
The Nasty. I haven't seen the Nasty part yet. I don't think I'll go and see it. But
you're like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good where I'm at. But like I made sure when I picked my neighborhood that I lived in. I know on the podcast they can't see me if there's audio, but I'm a Black American, so I like to still live in nice areas, you know. So I go to the neighborhood and I wait for nighttime to fall. And I see the reflectors, and I see old white women running around. I'm like, this is where I want to live. If it's safe enough for an old white lady to run around here, it's safe enough for me.
Oh my God.
I love it. That's what I do. That's my secret, guys. So if you see me driving around at night, I'm looking for a new place to live. That's what's going on.
Man, when you come back to LA, man.
Bro, that has been the mission. That's been the quest. When I grew up, like 13 years old, they moved me all the way to New Jersey. I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, you're 13.
You know, grew up, went to college, came to California State University after from Rutgers, came all the way here, and then I got into business. And then guess what? You need to go where the opportunity is. Right. So the opportunity for me to run my own office was in New Mexico. So I left California to go to New Mexico. And then I mastered a certain level of business in New Mexico, and I expanded into Cincinnati. So now I'm looking to help out 5 go-getters, 5 killers.
Right.
5 people that just want it. I'm not going to motivate these guys. They just have to want it themselves.
They got to be, they have to be motivated.
And then guess what? After I help them out, help them achieve their goals, I'm coming back to California.
Work.
I don't know what the competition is, but I know California is not an easy place to work, an easy place to live. But you know what? I've been conditioned in every other state that I've been to be able to come back and handle California like a boss. Right. So I'm looking, hey, give me a year and a half, man. Give me a year and a half. I'm going to be back.
I like that. So wait, so that's because we're in 2017.
2017.
Now. So you're talking 2019.
2019.
All right.
Before The Rock becomes president, 2020. Yeah, definitely. Before The Rock becomes president, 2020. Kanye, I love your music, but it ain't happening, man.
You're like, no.
You got to fix stuff with Jay-Z first, or else he's not even gonna let you run. But before The Rock becomes president, I'm gonna be back here.
Straight
I'm
up.
gonna be voting in California.
Voting here, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Absolutely,
dude. Wow. Damn, man.
I mean, how about you, Val? I mean, like it's been a long time. I see you crushing the game of business, and you've been having some ups and downs. But what are some of the recent challenges you're having that you're trying to figure out to get through?
Well, you know, even before we recorded, I kind of told you like the last year, what the last year's been for me.
Like who do you have to help to be able to, like, who do you need to get to their destination so that you can get to your destination?
Yeah. Okay. Great. Right. So, all right. So, and this is why I love the Herbalife business because it sounds pretty similar to what you're doing, where
absolutely.
Your success is going to come from developing other people.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
To be successful. So everything I'm doing right now is a way for me to bring in business. Right. I'm just bringing in business. But to answer your question, I have certain people who are leaders on my team who believe in what we're doing, who believe in what I'm doing. And my job is I need to grow them. Right. So one of them is named Funsho, my Nigerian brother. Another one is Patra. And another one's Tatiana. Tatiana she's about to have a kid. She's about to have a baby any day. I mean, probably in the next month or so.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I was just at her baby shower probably like a few weeks ago. By the time this is though released, she's probably gonna have a kid already.
Right. Congratulations, Tatiana.
Yeah, Tatiana.
Congrats on your boy that you're having. She's having a boy?
She's having a girl. Her first girl.
Oh, first girl.
So she's got 2 boys already.
Okay.
And then she's
this is, I usually guess right, but I didn't know you already had 2 boys in the beginning. So yeah, that's the third one is a girl. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
She will be the hell of your life. She will challenge you by the age of 9.
Man, straight up.
I have 2 younger sisters. I know how it goes. Congratulations.
For real, dude. Yeah, so it's just getting them, but you know, I have to first go out and get it.
Right.
And that was my problem. Is in the past few years, I was trying to get the team to get going, but I didn't have any of my stuff together.
Right.
Like I didn't have my own way of we call it a retail operation. I didn't have my own retail operation in line where I was producing myself.
Right.
So I learned you got to be an example.
Absolutely.
You have to be an example. So this is not, I'm being an example here, but I know that through doing this, I just went to San Diego for a class that I learned. Right. All that stuff is creating the knowledge I need to create business. Right. And I'm literally going to teach and help them do the same exact thing.
So right now what you're doing is the law of the lid.
Yeah.
You're increasing your lid.
Expanding the lid.
You're expanding. Because your guys can't grow unless you grow. Your guys can't be more unless you're more. So I love the way you said it, because sometimes we just go to help these people. Okay, we're gonna help you grow, we're gonna help you grow. But then in turn, we stop growing.
Yep.
We stop watering ourselves. And it's because we don't grow, they're stagnant.
Yep.
They're stagnant. Like, how are you gonna teach someone long division if you don't know your addition and subtraction?
Exactly.
There's no way.
That's so true.
There's no way.
That's so true.
I love that. I love that because that's going to get them where you need to go.
Yeah, and I have like people in the works, but they're not yet at the point of leadership. You know,
Right.
and I'm talking about right now my leaders,
Right.
my main leaders,
Main
and then
leaders.
obviously Lawrence
core-
is a part of that. Yeah, my core
guys.
group. And then Lawrence, like our role is, even though we're all on the same team, right? But our role is he's figuring it out his way, which is perfect. It's all good,
Right.
You know, and so we're doing. And what I'm doing is everything that I'm doing, I know he sees it. I know I'm sharing it with him.
Right. Being the example.
Yeah, but either way, I'm here to be the example. So this is it. And I know they see it, and it's great.
Right.
I'm just excited because from all this, I already know what's about to happen.
Right.
I already know it.
Right.
So I'm just glad I'm taking a step.
Dude, and it's a great step you're taking. And other people could say, oh, well, Val, you're getting distracted.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, Val, while you're doing this, you could be doing this and doing that and doing this. Like, I got a lot of flack for what I'm doing.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Rod's just addicted to social media. Oh, Rod, blah, blah, blah. He's doing this. I'm like, listen. After I said the word listen, I just stopped talking. Because you know what? It's not worth my energy to explain things to people who have already passed judgment on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing.
You're like, cool.
And then the results will speak for themselves. And then they will see the results of the man that, quote unquote, isn't working and is just vlogging and doing all these things and traveling all these places.
Right.
And then when they see I'm getting the results that they're trying to get in their office.
Exactly.
Right? While I'm doing all this, they're going to come to me. Instead of hating on me, they're going to be asking me for help.
That's how it always is.
Yeah, and I'm like, welcome back. And don't worry. And you know what? And I will help them. Because that's just the process of things.
My man.
I will help them. I'm not going to be like, hey, you weren't there when I was going through this. Yeah. Nah, man, I still got love for you. Let's understand, you just didn't know.
You didn't know any better.
You didn't know any better. So
right.
Now I showed you better. And now you're going to learn how to do it for yourself.
Man. Yeah, it's so real. And the thing is, what you just said, it's like completely happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
It's still happened to me. And I know, I hear about it. You know, people are saying, well, Val is, out of the game, or he's doing some other thing.
Right.
He's distracted.
He's distracted.
So it's like, I got to the point where I don't even explain anymore. I just say, look, man, you just gonna have to just wait.
Right.
You just gonna have to wait.
Right. Exactly. I'm not out of the game. Maybe my core, one thing is this, like, everyone else can say what they want. But my core guys, right? Mm-hmm. They need to know what I'm about. They need to see what's going on. Yeah. They need to know my plan of attack. Because I realize when I keep people in the dark, they're like, well, what are we going to do? When do we strike? When do we do this? They get antsy, anxiety happens, they fall apart, they come up with their own strategy. Sometimes it's not as good, they don't run it by me. Right. So I keep them in the loop. Right. Sometimes I go through tough times. Just because I'm the boss, just because I'm the manager, just because I'm the leader, doesn't mean tough times doesn't fall on me. Right. When it rains on everybody. So I just say, I'm open with that. Right. Guys, I'm going through some tough times with recruiting right now. We're calling people, but they're not showing up. And we're trying to figure it out. You know what? I'm learning from this person, this person, this person. I have a call with this person to try to fix this. But you know what? We're going to get it fixed because there's nobody here that likes to learn more than me and that likes to get results more than me. And you guys know that. So don't worry. You keep killing. You keep doing what you're doing. Rod's got your back. We're going to get it fixed as a team.
Damn, that mindset.
That's it. And then what they feel, they're invigorated. Like, oh, yeah, Rod's got it. We can't let him down. We can't drop the ball here, Right. Charge. And let's go. Let's get it.
So what would you say, like, if for someone, managing or growing a team, leading a team, like what's the biggest word of wisdom you would give them?
I'll say this. Run your business. I learned this from Sebastian. And you guys don't know Sebastian, but he's one of the killers in my business. Like, everybody wants to be Sebastian. He's just a all-around stand-up guy. Love the guy.
Solid.
Yeah, he's got my back. But the 3 pillars of business, standards, systems, and competition. That's always running every single day. I do not bend for anyone with the standards. And importantly, the standards are set not just by me, but my core group of people. So you chose these standards. This is what we have to do, but you're not hating it. You can't run a successful business, and you cannot be a successful leader without, or be a team builder without standards. Right? Now the other one is systems. We all have to have the same systems. We all have to be on board with the systems, because if we're trying to replicate,
exactly,
how do we replicate it if Val's saying one thing, Lawrence is saying another thing, Muhammad is saying another thing? That's not what it is. Right. We have our systems. So and people forget, even casting your vision, that's a system. When we take someone to go out to eat and how we help them, walk them through what's going on in their life, there's a system for that. But when we're all doing the same things, the same way, that's when we're going to start seeing results. But some people are like, oh, I want to do things my way. I want to do things this way. But you're not proven. The systems that I'm using, I didn't make these systems up. Someone that's proved it has made it up. So show me you can master these systems first. And if you want to enhance it after, great. Right. But you already showed me you are competent enough to master a system, right? And the last one is competition. If competition isn't going on every day between yourself or other people, you are not moving at your optimal pace. You're not. I know when it's competition online, man, I am charged up. Let's go. Like me versus me, let's go. Me versus you, let's go. Me versus everyone, let's go. The more I have on the line, I am able to make it happen that much faster, that much stronger, that much better. The more I have on the line. So I just keep putting stuff on the line.
So when you say competition, you mean like even inside your team, like creating competition.
Creating competition. Or inside yourself. Some people they're afraid to compete against other people. Yeah. So here, compete against yourself from yesterday. Right. Who were you last month today? All right. We need to compete against that person. And when you hit that, this is the reward you're going to get. If you don't beat yourself, all right, what are you going to do for yourself? What's the punishment? What are you going to do for yourself since you're competing with yourself? You're competing with yourself. What are you going to get? What are you going to do to yourself? You're going to pie yourself in the face then. That's what you're going to do. You're going to get some pie. Just pie yourself in the face. You versus you. You know, so.
That's dope.
Those are the 3 pillars of business, man. And that's what I say, because I just wanted to be the cool boss, man.
Exactly.
Like, hey, man, Rod, I'm sorry I'm late. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. And my boss, Liam, was like, Rod, why are you so lenient with that? You've never been late. So why are you allowing someone else to be late? I'm like, I don't know. I just want to be the cool boss, man. I want everyone to love me, man. So I said, you know what? You're right. Because the people that I wanted to love me and I wanted to be the cool boss, guess what? They ended up doing shitty and then quitting and leaving the business or getting fired. So I'm like, well, if you're going to do shitty, quit, or get fired, I might as well go ham on you, put the standards, lay it on you, lay the systems on you, lay competition on you. Okay, now we go. You can hate me. My new mantra is, you can hate me. Right. You can despise me, right? But you're going to get the results you wanted. Good luck hating me once you're getting those results. Good luck hating me when you're coming and working for me and making $1,500 a week. I want you to go home and say, I fucking hate my boss. You know why? The mom and dad's like, why do you hate your boss? Because he makes me show up on time. He holds me accountable. He doesn't let me make excuses. And now my paycheck went from $500 a week to $1,500 a week. I hate that, man. If that's what I have to do to help people make $1,500 a week, then I want the whole world to hate me. Damn. Let's go. Because you know what? I'll still love myself because I'm helping out people and they're getting results.
So what do you tell people? Because it's not like that anymore with me. No. But I used to struggle with being liked. So I would have to, I would have standards, but I couldn't even get myself to enforce the standards, man. Right.
You were doing them, right? You were doing it yourself. Yeah. So, but you couldn't get yourself to enforce it because you feel, the things when we're in team building, right? And it, like in your business, it takes their own effort, right? They could come or they could leave. But someone told me this, sharp people crave systems and discipline.
Actually crave it.
Right, they actually crave it. If you do not give them those 2 things, they will go somewhere else. You could be the coolest guy, but they'll go somewhere else where they could get that. Because they know with structure and discipline, they will be able to hit their goals. Not everyone can move freely in the world, can swim freely in the sea. They need a track.
Yeah, everyone needs a track. Yeah.
And if they don't see that track, they're gonna go somewhere else. So for me, in order to get past that barrier of, hey, I don't, listen, you're not gonna hurt their feelings. Right. You're not gonna hurt their feelings because you know your intentions are pure. So if you know that, hey, I have to be this person in order for them to get those results, then you have to be that person. Because you know what? You're not being a dick by getting the results. You're being more of a dick. You are being an extreme asshole if you do not go to that person and help them out the way they need help.
Straight up. Right.
I could hang out with my guys and tell them, oh, it's cool. I got you. Don't worry about it. And they don't hit their goals. They stay with me, waste a whole year with me, man. It's a waste of time. I was an asshole. They could have made more progress at a McDonald's. I should have let them go and work at McDonald's, at Walmart. Not saying there's anything wrong with working there, but if they came here looking for an opportunity to make money and they can make more money somewhere else because I'm not there to coach and enforce that stuff on them, it's your job as a coach, as a leader to do that. They signed up. They signed up for you, Val, to be their personal trainer.
Yeah.
So you had to go to their house. You had to go through the cupboards. You had to empty all their junk food, all those zebra cakes that Rod loves so much.
The zebra cakes.
Send zebra cakes to Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm all about it. Yeah, but you have to empty the cupboards. Send it, please. I'm low on supply. But and then at the same time, you have to send them a plan of attack, and you have to train them, and you got to make them sweat and push them to their limits. That's you. But what if your personal trainer, like, oh, they're hurting. Let me stop it. Let me stop it.
Yeah.
They don't want. Oh, Bale, I'm not really feeling sick. I don't want to come into the gym today. Hey, you know what? Show up to the gym. I'm gonna show up with you. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna walk in, touch the weights. We're not gonna even lift it. We're just gonna touch it. And if you don't feel good enough after we touch the weights, we'll go right home. They come in. Guess what? They touch the weights. Hey, you want to go home now? Nah, Rod. Let's just do it. Let's go. And I get them the results. Where some other person doesn't want to hurt their feelings. They don't want to lose their income. They don't want to lose the person. They're going to leave. And right, we lose our income. Fear of loss on our part, right? Where we created a fear of loss that if we're not nice to them, they're going to leave. And then we're not going to get the revenue. We're not going to build our team. We're not going to get promoted. We've got to take ourselves out of it and say, what does that person need?
Wow. So you got to focus on them.
On them.
So I'll say, and I've said this before, it's like, damn, like when I'm being nice, I'm actually selfish. That's selfish.
It is. It is. And people don't see it that way, but it is.
Yeah, that's completely so. Because I'm worried about how I feel about it.
Right. How you feel. What's your
Instead
feelings
of what
matter.
they need.
Doesn't matter what your feelings are. You tell them what they need. Our feelings don't matter. Once we step in a position of leadership, our feelings don't matter. When we step in a position of customer service and sales, our feelings don't matter. It's what they need and what they're about and what we need to provide for them. And if they don't buy from us, that's fine. But we have to let them know the options that they could have had and why they're walking away from us. They need to understand why they're walking away from us. That's my job.
That's it.
And I'll do it with a smile on my face.
Right. All day.
Yeah. If I yell at one of my guys, my teammates, listen, when I'm done cutting them down, I have a smile on my face. I'm giving them a high five. I still love you, dude.
Right.
I'm not gonna. After this conversation's over. I don't harbor. I don't have time to harbor negativity in me.
Yeah.
We're cool because I love you, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And I want to see you win.
Right.
I love my guys. Some of them don't think that sometimes, but I love my guys.
Right.
But I show them I love them by getting them the results they need.
That's it.
Yeah. Because man, you're a piece of crap if you quote unquote love them and they're not getting results. It's because you're not pushing them. They came to you to put your foot up their butt, man. That's what happened. They came to you, and that's what they needed. They signed up for it, like, Val, you're not really giving it to me.
Straight up.
Gotta give it to them. Yeah.
Straight up. It's real, man. Yeah. It's so real. Yeah. So, okay, how about this? So I wanted to ask you, too, about this. You know, obviously, being a leader, being a black man in a leadership role. How have you, like...
We're black?
I know, right?
Oh, damn. Damn, I have to... reassess everything.
Exactly. Yeah. So has that had played any role in terms of how you feel people relate to you or people treat you or or how it's been with people? Yeah,
I mean, for sure. I mean, if we didn't say that I was black on this podcast, people wouldn't even know that I was black. Like, who's this white guy or something like that, you know? Usually people get like the shock factor, like, whoa, what the hell? Right, yeah. You know, my name is Roderic Grant. That's not like, I'm not like Tayshaun Jackson, man. Even though that name would be cool as hell, I would have been the fastest NFL running back with that name. You know, the name determines my trajectory. But no, I show up to an interview and they're like, oh, you're Roderic? I'm like, yeah, that's me. And it's too late.
Too late. I'm in here.
I'm in here. What time's my interview? Right? But when I came into this business of sales and marketing, I was doing business-to-business sales with like Verizon.
Right.
And in my head, I didn't see any other black people in the office. There was one guy, and they called him Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys. Huh. That was a long name for him, but he's always singing a song.
Like the song?
Yeah, Beamers, Benz, and Bentleys, Benz. That's the song he always sang every day. That's how he got the name. So I knew him for 2 days. First day, I'm like, man, this dude's dope.
Right.
There's a half black guy here. Yeah, we're gonna do this together. Me, full black, and you and you're half black. You and your half, we're gonna do this. We're going places.
Me and your half.
Yeah, me and your half. I don't need the other side. Just me and your half. And then the next day he was gone. I saw him and he got left. And this guy said, hey, he wasn't picking up his slack. And if you don't pick up your slack, Rod, you're gonna end up the same way. I'm like, yo, this is my second day. What do you mean slack? So I'm like, so is this what happens to all the black people? They go out to go and sell. And these businessmen don't want to give their information out to them because people don't trust black people. I started filling my head with all this stupid crap. And then I slapped myself in the face. I'm like, you know what? F that. If they don't want to get help from me because I'm black, then you know what? They're running their business poorly and they're not my customer. I'm going to find the ones that I can help. I've had people who honestly didn't like me because I'm black right away. And being black over time.
Before you talk to them.
Before you talk. You know. Being black over time, you know who's racist is or racist. Being white over time, being any race over time that's feeling racist over like consistently, you know.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now I'm like, this is the challenge. Can I be the one to break through? Can I be the one to make this person smile? Because I don't care how much you hate black people. You can hate me. Oh, that black person is in my office. Oh no, I gotta kick him out. Exactly. But I make you laugh and you're so pissed off that you're laughing at the black person that you hate, and I make you laugh again and you buy from me. I'm like, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's up? You love me, don't you? Now they're not all they're not all like me. Just so you know, they're not all like me. But if you don't give everyone a chance, you're gonna miss out on the one that could be like me. So growing up in the business, being black, I mean, a lot of people don't expect me to win. Yeah. I see a lot of surprised looks on people's faces. What? He hit that landmark? What? He's getting promoted to that? What? He's on stage? What? Is that actually a black person talking on stage? What's going on? That's the kind of surprise I get, and I want to erase that look. Yeah. I want to be like so successful, being a successful black entrepreneur, and have other people be the same way. I'm not here to just help out black people alone. You know, I'm help everyone. Yeah, but I don't want people to be surprised anymore when there's successful black people around. It's not a surprise. It's like I have no legs and they're seeing me dunk a basketball. That's how surprised they look. Right. I don't want that. But you know, I had to be able to appeal to other people. I mean, some parents, they didn't like it that their child had a black boss. It's real.
For real?
Yeah. What? Your boss is black? And then they're like, yeah, he's cool as hell. Yeah, he told me to write you this card, Mom, to show you how much I appreciate you. Oh, well, okay. Erase what I just said. You know, so, I mean, were there challenges? Just right in the beginning there were. But once you get to know yourself and you get to know what other people are, and you just know that, listen, people are buying who you are. Yeah, man. Everyone's going to look at the external factor, but they're buying who you are on the inside. And if you could just appeal to that person, there is nothing that they can do. There's no defense that they have that can make that will allow them to continue hating you. Right. And you know what? Even if they don't buy from you, even if they don't like you right then and there, you probably peeled one layer off to make it easier for the next person. And I'm always thinking about the next person.
That's real, man. Right. Dude. Right. That's awesome. Yeah, I would say the same thing about being, especially as I started speaking more in front of audiences.
Right, and I've seen you do that. I'm like, holy shit,
yeah,
now?
Right, yeah.
Now? I see you from the crowds and everything.
Yeah, people
looking
are
like Moses.
Come on, man, come on. People are just so, I always get surprised.
Right.
Oh, I just didn't think that it would be like that. Or, you know, you get all those things. So it's interesting. Or even when they just see me and then we actually have a conversation.
Absolutely.
At the end of the conversation, they look at me. They're like, you know, they give me a look. Wow. Like, wow. Like,
can I get your number? Can I get your email?
Dude, and they get excited.
Please, we're gonna reach out to you. Can you help me?
Yep. Exactly. So it's interesting, but just like you, man, my goal is to be an example, man. My goal is I want to normalize the fact that black people or any minorities, we do whatever we achieve just like anybody else.
Exactly.
Just like
exactly.
And I think it's a great, like, because I call it being a bit of an underdog. Right. Like, I love that. So I can just go ahead and surprise you. Right. Like, yeah, let me surprise you.
Yeah, let me surprise you. Because, I mean, if they see a black person go and dunk, they're like, oh, that's cool, but he could do it because he's black. It's like, what is that? Is that the cheat code to make things equal, easy for us and everything? Maybe at one point, that was needed because, you know, you need to get some black people in this school. Yeah. You need to get someone in that school. But we have one black person. We're doing great over here. No, now you need 3. Right? So, I mean, I don't feel good just being selected because they need the 3rd black person.
Exactly.
You know, I want you to select me because I'm so good, you can't ignore me. That's the only reason you're selecting me. Like you said, you like to be the underdog.
Yep.
Put the handicap level against me.
Right.
I'm going to excel. Put me under the pressure. That's the only way I get stronger.
Yep.
Increase the weight as much as you want. I'll struggle. And I have great people who have my back. They're going to spot me and help me get through that weight. I'm going to be benching that. I'm going to be squatting that weight.
Right.
You know, Lil Wayne says that, this line, I love it. When it comes to that weight, I don't struggle. I just lift. 1, 2.
That's it.
And that's what it is. Give me as much weight you want.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to struggle. I'm just going to lift it. That's, man, I just.
Roddy, you're out. Come on, man.
I think I'm tearing up right now. Man.
So so now, because you're actually, like, you really worked on your social media presence too. So how do we find you on social media?
Yeah, everything is Roderic Grant. Okay, so it's RODERIC. There is no K in my name. The K there, you're gonna get someone much cooler than me. So it's ROD as in dog, ERIC, then my last name Grant, GRANT. Right. So for Instagram, obviously there's no space at Roderic Grant. On YouTube, there's no space. YouTube.com/Roderic Grant. Mm-hmm. Twitter is also at Roderic Grant. And the only thing that's different is my my Snapchat, because that's my alter ego, and that's Roddy Rowe. You're gonna see me doing like anything and everything. Yeah, super behind the scenes. Seeing me take shots, date models, popping bottles. Right? That's my actually man. Young Charles's scene. I'm trying to quit that. I'm trying to play chess with old people. That's what I'm trying to do behind the scenes. Man. I'm trying to have you guys just watch me clean my bathroom or something like that. But yeah, at Roddy Rowe, and Facebook is just my first and last name, Roderic Grant. And that's it. I mean, you guys find me. I'm going to try to put a lot of good content out there. Yeah. And stuff that can relate to everyone, maybe somebody. And hey, hopefully you watch something that I do or hear something I say and it motivates you or inspires you to go and get it yourself. Right. And if you guys ever need a helping hand, please reach out to me. Yes, I get a lot of people flooding my DMs and everything like that, but I do go through all of it. And I'm going to make sure that, hey, I can get people the help they need. And if I can't help them, I know someone else that can. Mm-hmm. And that's the cool thing about having that support group. You know, me knowing you, Val, Vincent, Lawrence, Muhammad, Charles, all these people. We just have a really good structure of, hey, no, you know what? I don't have the answer for that, but I know someone that would.
Right, exactly.
So that's what we're going to do.
Exactly.
So get with it.
Get with it. Yep. So in closing, Rod, so what would you give as a parting piece of guidance, some advice?
Let's see, parting piece of advice. Okay, here I got one for you. Yep. Don't stop dreaming, right? Mm-hmm. Dream as big as you can. Dream as large as you can. Dream so big that when you tell someone you dream, that they laugh at you. But don't stop there. Once you have that dream, put it down on paper and turn it into a plan. And then surround yourself with people who can dream just as big as you, who could plan just as hard as you, and who could push the freaking gas pedal down to the ground. Right. Just as fast as you. And go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it.
Go get it, man.
Because you will. You'll get it.
All right, my man.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
This will be first of many. First of many.
We're going to be doing this, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, dude. And I'm going to be reaching out to you, too. As well, because I mean, you know some stuff that's going to help out my reps. Yeah, I know a lot of people in my business. They only they have a conference calls with just people in the same business, and I'm okay with that. But that's like dating your sister. You know what I'm saying? We're part of the same family. Let me reach out to a different family and get someone else from a different background. But it's all business, but let's get a different perspective. Exactly. So I want them to hear your perspective. Yeah, you do Herbalife. We do sales and marketing with like AT&T and Walmart and all that stuff. But you know what? I want them to know what you do.
Right, exactly.
And when they hear the similarities of some things, they're like, wow, this is across the board.
Yeah, and there are similarities, yeah.
Right. It's across the board.
Yeah, man, for
cool.
sure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yep. Awesome. All done.